Well, as many times as reporters can ask John Kirby the question, he continues to say the same thing, and that is we don't have any indication that Israel has made any type of decision on if they will respond to Iran or know what they might do, and we are not getting involved, period. Even reporters following up saying, okay, well, are you maybe suggesting alternatives or ways to go at this? Again, John Kirby saying, we are out completely of this situation. So, is it going to stay that way? Good question. Let's bring in our White House correspondent, Selena Wang, also former Assistant Secretary of Defense for the Middle East, Mick Mulroy. Selena, let's start with you. I mean, we're not getting anything new, as hard as reporters will press for questions, but John Kirby is standing pretty strong in that has no idea what Israel is about to do, and that the U.S. is going to actually, in every sense of the word, not going to be a part of it, whatever it is.
Yeah, Kira, Kirby there is dodging a lot of those questions, and what you can see him doing, he's just trying to underscore that the U.S. is not getting involved in their decision-making process, and that it's up to Israel how they want to respond. He's also there trying to underscore and clarify that Iran didn't give the U.S. any heads up about what the targets were, what exactly they were going to do. He wanted to stress, he said, that Iran's intent was clearly to cause significant disruption and casualties. The reason why, he says, they launched so many munitions is because they were hoping that as many of them as possible would get through Israel's defenses. And again, he's highlighting what we've already heard from the president, touting the capabilities of Israel in combination with the U.S. and other partners to defeat almost all of those munitions coming through into Israel. Now, but we do know, Kira, though Kirby didn't say this on the podium, we know that during their phone call, the president urged Netanyahu to take things slow. He urged restraint for him to think very strategically and carefully about the next steps, because of course the U.S. wants to avoid any escalation, wants to avoid this from spiraling into a wider war.
So, Mick, clearly Israel will strike Iran. We just don't really know exactly how that's going to happen. And John Kirby's saying, and however it does play out, the U.S. will not get involved. But what happens if a strike does happen and people are killed inside of Iran? That this ends up being a huge escalation in the conflict. Will the U.S. still stay on the sidelines?
So, Kira, I think what Admiral Kirby is doing here is we, the United States government, want to know when Israel makes a decision and what they're going to do to prepare. But we don't want to look like we participated in it, because we're not going to be involved in the actual offensive action. And I think that's where he's really trying to draw the line. I think contrary to what people thought Iran might have done, I think he just shot that down, literally, pardon the pun. They may basically send a message of where they're striking to be able to remove individuals from those facilities. And that might be a way to mitigate whether this escalates substantially.
All right, Selena Wang, Mick Mulroy, thank you both so much. Appreciate it.